Long ago, in the time of the ancient Greeks, a young woman named Medusa lived among her sisters, the Gorgons. While her sisters, Theo and Uriel, were immortal, Medusa was not. She was mortal, destined to die one day. In her youth, Medusa was not the monster she later became. She was renowned for her beauty, admired by many. Yet her heart was not drawn to men or marriage. Instead, she made a solemn vow to serve Athena, the goddess of wisdom, as a priestess. This life was one of honor and purity, bound by the strict rule of never falling in love. For a time, Medusa found joy in her devotion to Athena, living a simple life within the temple walls. But fate had other plans. One fateful day, Poseidon, the powerful god of the sea and brother to Zeus, beheld Medusa's beauty and succumbed to desire. In a terrible act, he attacked her within Athena's sacred temple. This heinous event shattered Medusa's world. Rather than punish the god for his cruelty, Athena, in an act of unforgiving wrath, turned her ire on Medusa. In an act of betrayal, she cursed the innocent priestess, transforming her from a symbol of beauty into a horrifying monster. Medusa's once golden hair twisted into serpents, each one hissing and writhing. Her eyes gained a deadly power, turning any who looked upon them to stone. Her face became a mask of terror, driving men to madness with fear. In an instant, Medusa's life as a beloved priestess was extinguished. Forced to flee from humanity, she retreated to the desolate edge of the world, surrounded only by the petrified remains of those who had dared to gaze upon her cursed visage. There in solitude, years passed and a hero emerged, Perseus, son of Zeus. Brave and clever, he found himself in a perilous situation. Living with his mother on a remote island, their peace was shattered by King Polydex, who sought to marry her against her will. In his anger, the king devised a plan to rid himself of Perseus, giving him an impossible task: to slay Medusa and bring back her head. Everyone knew the peril of facing Medusa. No one had returned alive. Yet with a heart full of determination, guided by the gods, Perseus received divine gifts for his quest. Athena presented him with a polished shield, its surface gleaming like a mirror, instructing him to avoid looking directly at Medusa. Hermes equipped him with winged sandals, granting the power of flight, alongside a magical bag and a sword sharp enough to cut through the toughest of obstacles. To locate the Gorgons, Perseus cunningly approached the three old women who shared an eye. With stealth, he stole their eye, forcing them to reveal the way. Perseus soared to the edge of the world, where the cave of the Gorgons awaited. There, in the shadows, he found Medusa sleeping, unaware of her impending doom. With every ounce of courage, he held up the shining shield, watching her through its reflection. This would be the moment where fate would intertwine their stories forever, as he prepared to confront the monster she had become, driven by the hope of ending her tragic tale. Her snake hair moves slowly, even in rest. Her face, haunting in reflection, sends shivers down the spine. Yet Perseus does not flinch. He does not look away. Bravery courses through him as he approaches with caution, embodying determination. With a swift, powerful motion, he raises his sword and strikes. Medusa's head falls severed, while he never makes direct eye contact. Instead, his gaze remains fixed on the reflection in his shield. Quickly, he stows the head in a magic bag, safeguarding it from. Then something extraordinary unfolds. From Medusa's lifeless body, two remarkable creatures emerge. A stunning white-winged horse, Pegasus, takes shape. Alongside him, a golden giant materializes, Chryser. These are the offspring of Poseidon, hidden within Medusa all along. Without a moment's hesitation, Perseus takes flight. The other Gorgon sisters, Theo and Uriel, awaken and pursue him through the sky, but they cannot reach him. He is too swift. The enchanted sandals carry him far away. Even in death, Medusa's head possesses immense power. As Perseus journeys home, he encounters a monstrous sea creature threatening a princess named Andromeda. Without hesitation, he reveals Medusa's head, and the creature turns to stone instantly. Perseus saves Andromeda, and soon after they marry. But upon returning home, he discovers the wicked king Polydectes has tormented his mother. In a fit of anger and retribution, Perseus brandishes Medusa's head before Polydectes, who gazes upon it and turns to stone forever. Perseus then offers Medusa's head to Athena, who places it on her shield, the Aegis. The visage of Medusa transforms into a powerful symbol of protection. What once terrified now shields the goddess of wisdom herself. Medusa's story, ancient and rich, continues to resonate through time. Why does her tale endure? It speaks to the very real injustices faced in our world. Medusa did not deserve her fate. She was a victim, punished for something beyond her control. Her narrative sheds light on the unfairness many endure today. Moreover, her story challenges power dynamics. The gods wielded immense power, while mortals like Medusa had little. This remains true in many parts of our world. Medusa compels us to question authority and the use of power. Intriguingly, she has become a symbol of strength for many women. Modern artists, writers, and thinkers re-examine her legacy, viewing her not as a monster but as a survivor, a woman who triumphed over her suffering. Medusa's image flourishes across tattoos, fashion, sculpture, films, and literature, embodying complexity, strength, and humanity. Before concluding, here are some intriguing facts about Medusa. The ancient Greeks adorned their armor and city walls with her image, not as an embodiment of evil, but as a protective force against enemies. They believed her fearsome countenance would repel malevolent spirits. Interestingly, the name Medusa in ancient Greek translates to guardian or protector. Furthermore, the renowned Medusa sculpture by Bernini depicts her not in anger but in sorrow, suggesting a more honest portrayal of her experience. She was not filled with rage but sadness, mourning her lost life. In contemporary narratives, such as the Percy Jackson series, Medusa reemerges, demonstrating how timeless stories evolve and remain relevant. Medusa began as a beautiful, faithful woman whose fate was altered by a powerful god and an enraged goddess. Transformed into a fearsome figure, she lived in anguish and isolation. Yet thousands of years later, the world recognizes her differently. No longer merely a monster, she symbolizes injustice, resilience, and survival. Her tale provokes thought and evokes emotion, ensuring her legacy endures. Great stories live forever, and Medusa's story is no exception. Every great story, like that of Medusa, waits for you to discover its depths and secrets. Dive into the legends, where ancient myths come alive with powerful emotions and vivid scenes. Embrace the journey, for within each tale lies wisdom and a spark of inspiration waiting to ignite. Let the stories resonate as they weave through time, connecting hearts and minds across generations. Through every page turned, a new adventure unfolds, inviting you to witness the extraordinary. So keep reading, keep listening, for the magic of storytelling is a treasure that never fades.